Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. What is cracking, everybody? Make some damn noise. Make some damn noise. We are chilling here, ready for this freaking game. And look, dude, I mean, everybody's expecting the Raiders to, just get their ass whooped, and it's going to be a negative experience. I don't know. It goes against all logic. But I feel like something's going to happen. I feel like the Raiders could win this game. I feel like this is a trap game. I don't know what it is. Literally, I believe this is the game of the week for 10 a.m. randomly. And here we go. They're taking the field, going out of the tunnel. Game starting in 6 minutes. And I'm just sort of like, why is this the game of the week for the 10 a.m. slot? I mean, I know it's the Chiefs, but there's tons of more competitive, high-rating games happening around this time. So I think that's kind of like weird. I just feel like something is going to happen. I see if I was picking game of the week, I would have picked maybe Eagles versus Vikings, even Saints versus Bears. You got that former head coach against, his old squad with Dennis Allen there. So really weird. Seeing that this is the game of the week for the 10 a.m. slot. We'll see what happens. I'm trying to check out right now to see if Jacoby Myers is active or not. And let's get this party started and get things live. Shout out to Tommy D. Just gonna go and let you know Chicago steak seasoning is really good. All right. Getting some freaking food recommendations. I wasn't sure if that was a play on words with betting on the Chicago Bears today against the Saints. But, and I think so. I mean, Dennis Allen's a pretty good defensive coordinator. I think Spencer Rattler's been playing good this year, considering all the, obstacles. But I think Chicago Bears are going to whoop that ass today. And you know what? I am craving steak. Shout out to my guy, Super Awesome You. I'm catching the same vibes. Wi-Fi, feeling good. And dude, it's exactly. I don't know what it is, but I am getting this type of vibe where it just seems like I don't think it's just going to be a complete ass whooping. I find it odd that this game is being promoted like this. And let's talk about the game. I mean, gambling is a big aspect of what's going on here, and it sucks that it's like that. It's hurting the game a little, obviously. I mean, it's fun to play sometimes, but we always wonder, hey, is there insider trading? And plus 600 right now. Plus 600. Okay, do we got my mic here? Let me see. Plus 600. Meaning if you put $1,000, you win 7,000. If you put $100, you get 700. Like, this is the craziest spread. And it's a 12.5 point spread. This is absolutely insane compared to most games. And look, obviously the Raiders are underdogs, but you're talking about that big of an underdog. Think about the Titans. Whenever the Titans play a good team, it hasn't even been that crazy of a spread. So, look, I don't know what's happening, but it does seem a little odd. Let me know in the chat where you're at right now. Comment below where you're at, what location. And you know what, dude? Also let me know in your area. We did this before, and I actually thought it was really fun because I want to start traveling more around the USA, especially. 100 gets you 600, but in total it's 700 because you get your 100 back. But let me know what's a good thing to eat in your area. I just had really great fish enchiladas in my area with some white sauce. Let me know what was your favorite dish in your spot. Although, dude, it was really feeling. I had some German beers and some enchiladas yesterday. A little too heavy though, and I feel like I sound like a skinny woman being like, that was a little too heavy. But on the real though, I was freaking bloated out of my ass last night. Game not on yet. Let's see what's happening with Jacoby Myers. Is Josh Jacobs? Okay, Jacoby Myers is going to play. Oh, he's officially out. Jacoby Myers is officially out. No Jacoby Myers in this game. Let's pop that up. Yeah, so no Jacoby Myers in this matchup right here. We kind of saw that coming, right? That's what they're saying. Dude, I had my freaking. Don't worry, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna complain to you guys. So no Jacoby Myers. And I forgot to turn on these freaking emojis. Let me get these damn emojis up right now. And that's like my favorite shit during this game, not gonna lie. And hey, dude, I tried to start roughly 10 minutes early. Maybe I should go on live later because last time we had like 600 people, but it kind of took a while for them to come through. Maybe some Raiders fans are like not or checking out and they think, oh, we're gonna get our ass whooped, so I'm not even gonna go to like the live or whatever. I don't know. But I felt like later on, like people started filing through a little bit after. So we should have the emojis up. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Oh no, here we go. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, okay. My bad. Sorry for cussing like that. I thought my stream shut down, but I'm good to go. Okay, so game's starting up right now, bro. Emojis are on the screen. Hey, doesn't this mean like my mental breakdowns during the stream just show that it's like we don't have a big production, we don't have freaking employees. This is a real ass freaking just a dude streaming and watching these games and running all this tech. It's actually kind of crazy. A lot of these, some of these dudes you see, man, they got like employees and stuff. It's crazy. We got Chiefs fans. Look, I am totally down for Chiefs fans to be in the chat. I understand. I would be celebrating. I'd be happy to. But don't be like the Patriots fans in week 1 when they were all in the chat saying, talking all kinds of shit. And then once they started losing and they were shocked the underdog was winning, complete silence. If the Raiders somehow win this game, I want every Chiefs fan who's been in this chat to fucking say something. And I think you owe Raiders fans that. Because if they shockingly somehow win this game, you got to be on the Raiders fans' nuts for at least the night. I mean, come on. Have some humility, have some self-respect. I mean, come on. So let's see what's going on, dude. It's starting up right now. Let me refresh the scoreboard thing. It takes a little while to get all set up sometimes, as you can see here. A lot of games happening around the same time. I'm going to be keeping my eye on some of these simultaneously. Let me see more from this chat. Appreciate super awesome though, and appreciate. Are you freaking kidding me? All right, I'll try to stop melting down because I'm just getting some tech issues. But shout out to Shima86. Jacoby injury legit or BS? You think a trade's coming? I mean, I think a trade's coming. I don't think it's that crazy to suspect that a trade's coming. Unfortunately, I mean, I think the Raiders are just in a different spot. And yeah, if you can get a 3rd round pick for Jacoby Myers or a 4th round pick, unfortunately, that's worth it, man. I mean, we're 2-4 right now. But hey, if there was a better time to completely turn this season around and make a push for the wild card and all the doubt that was happening throughout the season to completely flip that, now would be the time. Obviously, the odds are stacked completely against him. But I think now would be the time. Now would definitely be the time to completely flip the script. So I'll be checking out Red Zone at the same time while I'm watching this game, so I can keep you guys. If some people aren't able to see what's happening around the NFL, I can keep you guys a little up to date. And Max Crosby's ready. And if there's a guy who's gonna give us a shot in this game, it's Max Crosby. And one of my other favorite defensive players lately, Devin White and Jamal Adams. I really like what the linebackers have been doing. And I know Caillou Blue Kelly, the young veteran corner, has been struggling, but I also really like what he's been bringing to the table. I think overall he's exceeded expectations. Come on, Red Zone. Don't show the Chiefs game on Red Zone. It's already aired like everywhere. Here we go, baby. Raiders receive and Raiders get the ball first. And Raider Mostert takes it to the 39. Already a great start. Geno Smith taking the field. I got to log into my account so I could block these damn bots. Wow, Geno Smith is third in the NFL in passing yards. Would you guys have expected that? Look, I think Geno has played a little bit better than people give him credit for. But I always like to defend the QB. 1st and 10, under center and single back formation. Dante Thornton in the game at wide receiver. And we got ourselves a handoff up the middle for a 3-yard gain. Trying to establish the run here. Let's see what the hell happens. All right, guys, give me your score predictions in the chat right now. I also didn't feel like I got enough locations, man. I don't feel like I got enough locations in the chat. I saw Timberline from, obviously, Clovis, California, friend of the show. And I got some people saying, sorry, Wi-Fi, I think we're going to get our ass whooped. Like Mary Reyna, 2nd and 7, play action. Geno dumps it off to Trey Tucker on a swing, and Trey Tucker gets the first down and is in Chiefs territory. And if the Raiders could start out with 7 points, this would really give them a lot of momentum, man. Because I really believe in this Raiders defense. I really believe in Patrick Graham. I think the corners, I think we're going to upgrade at corner next year. I like what Tyree Wilson and Malcolm Kuntz have been doing. I want to see a little bit more from them. Think we might have to invest in edge again if we don't see a little bit more. But we got a really good front 7. 1st and 10. Geno to throw, and a quick throw to the backup tight end. And a few yards here. Runyon. Remember, there's no Brock Bowers. You're going to see some Ian Thomas in this game, the former Carolina Panther, and obviously Michael Mayer. Chip Kelly, man, I think a lot of pressure's on this guy. Shout out, though, by the way, to Tommy D, Super Awesome You, and Shima86 for sending some love and donating to the show, getting us hyped up. 2nd and 7, right now at the 46-yard line. Geno in the shotgun. Dropping back a 4-man rush. He's got time. A quick throw to Dante Thornton, but it's broken up. And a little hand grabbing, in my opinion, from Jalen Watson. If that was past 5 yards, I mean, there is grabbing and contact. If that's past 5 yards, it's hard for me to see. I don't see how that's not a little bit of a illegal contact or PI. I saw the same thing called last week on Rock Yassin covering Travis Kelce. 3rd and 7. Right now, this is a huge, huge down. Jack Besh in motion. Geno in the shotgun. Chiefs crowd the line of scrimmage. They only rush 4, and Geno to throw. Steps up and throws and delivers a strike to Dante Thornton, the rookie. And a flag is on the play. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? We get a first down on 3rd and 7, and there's holding. I mean, let me see the replay on that hold. And now it's going to be 3rd and 17. Dude, they threw that flag fast. Who? Jackson Powers Johnson. Okay, I mean, that is a hold. That is a hold. I see teams do that a lot. Really hope I don't see a Chiefs offensive lineman do that same hold on Crosby. Really, really hope that. All right, 3rd and 17. We'll see what happens, man. This drive got stalled out because of that penalty, basically. 4-man rush. Geno drops back, dumps it off to Michael Mayer, the tight end, and he wrestles for 10 yards. Look, that was technically holding. I really hope they call that same type of holding on when on the offensive lineman, whoever's blocking Max Crosby. And now we're punting. And I think a lot of the Chiefs fans are kind of scared of me because I'm not afraid to call out officiating. It's just not good for their business to communicate with Wi-Fi Willie because I really don't give a fuck at this point. All right. Okay. Holding stalls out. First Raiders drive. Chris Jones. Held by JPJ. Because if you guys don't know, I like to take some notes before during the game. I really did think this guy did a good job. I really did think this guy did a pretty good job there. I don't know what you guys think. Is somebody asking how to watch the game in English? By the way, dude, give me some feedback on how I'm sounding, the quality of everything. You guys are my you guys are the boss, man. You guys are the tech support here. We're gonna need your help. All right. So we got some of these other games happening in the background. Caleb Williams versus Spencer Rattler. That should be very interesting. Chiefs better have some penalties, dude. They're just so disciplined. They never held once against the Lions because they're just so disciplined. I mean, and here's the thing, dude. I think Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, I think they're some of the greatest at what they do in the modern era of the NFL. And I will admit that. But at the same time, you can't fucking lie to me and tell me that they didn't at least commit one penalty against the Detroit Lions. I mean, you can't get people to believe that. And so I'm trying to be objective here, and I'm trying to keep it real. Mahomes is a really great scrambler. Andy Reid's a really good play designer. Good friends with John Gruden, right? But like I think that's when it goes too far, and that's when people are like, all right, dude, I understand these guys are good at what they do, but that's a little impossible to say 0 penalties against the Lions. That is just pretty much impossible. So I think that's what really and I think the NFL shouldn't do that. I think they're hurting themselves by doing this, and I actually think that this team would be pretty successful even without having this help from the officiating. I think they would be very successful. So it's really disappointing, and hopefully we see a little correction here from that Lions game. We'll see what's happening though. But like this stream if you have not yet, man. Help boost us in the algorithm. Yeah. Really have only been going live once a week though. I'm trying to put some more videos out this week. Rashee Rice's first game pretty much did a hit and run, a handoff up the middle and tackled for about a yard gain. Now it's going to be 2nd and long here. 2nd and 8. Kind of took the refs a little bit to see exactly where they were spotted there, but looks like it's a 2-yard gain. And for some reason, and a quick throw to Kelsey, 3rd and 1. And this thing is very ahead of me, but I'm still going to just be doing my play-by-play, and I know a lot of people appreciate seeing this thing up here. Oh, shit. Yeah, why don't I just get rid of that? Oh, my God. And I got to listen to Tony Romo suck Mahomes' dick the whole fucking game. What a great Sunday for me. 3rd and 1. Raiders get set and a handoff up the middle, and Kareem Hunt finds a hole. Raiders took a little bit of time to get set. The Raiders did not seem prepared there. And, you know, you kind of wonder what took the Raiders a while to get set there. I mean, Chiefs took advantage of that. Foul language. Look, I assume that we are all adults here. I'm going to speak to you guys like you're adults. And for the people who are sensitive to that, I mean, what's going on? Quick throw to Rashee Rice. Tackle for a loss, but there's a flag. And hey, we got a penalty against the Chiefs here. All right, holding on number 9, holding on Juju Smith-Schuster, the man who was part of a big brawl that happened this past week. Interesting stuff here. 1st and 20 now, so Raiders now have a chance to take advantage of this situation here. Yeah, I know you guys are joking. There's some people who aren't joking. They're like, how dare you cuss? 1st and 20. And Mahomes looking around, 3-man rush. He's going to scramble and throw on the run, and a wide open Travis Kelce, a Landon Roberts with a busted coverage. And, you know, I'm going to give the Chiefs credit there. I think that was a bad decision for the Raiders to do a 3-man rush, giving Mahomes time, and a Landon Roberts, good middle linebacker, but just doesn't have that great speed. And he kind of got worried about the Mahomes rush and left Kelce wide open. Bad decision for Roberts. Dude, why is this shit so much far ahead of me? A quick throw to Brandon Smith. Rashard Smith, a 5-yard gain. I'm going to go ahead and refresh to see if I could just get a little ahead here. Second and 4 now. All right, so this is like way too far ahead of me where it's almost ruining the game for me. What do you guys think? Should I take this thing off? It is kind of ruining the game for me. All right, here we go. Mahomes on 2nd and 5. Has time and a busted coverage. Wide open. Noah Gray. Caillou Blue Kelly giving it up. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing play-by-play anyway, and this is just like spoiling the game. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go like this now. That was kind of a... Yeah, I mean, like that little board, it's way too far ahead. So now the Chiefs are in the red zone. Busted coverage by Caillou Blue Kelly, and that's kind of 2 plays in a row where I feel like the Raiders are sort of defeating themselves and the Chiefs are just taking advantage. 1st and goal. And now Mahomes, a handoff up the middle to Pacheco. Only a yard gain. Ooh. Adam Butler injured during pregame warm-up. Hopefully Laulu steps up. You know, the Chiefs are without one of their tackles. And this is a rough situation. I mean, the Chiefs, barring a amazing red zone stop, I think it's going to be tough for the Raiders to rebound here, hopefully. 2nd and goal, Mahomes, a quick throw to Rashee Rice. And Rashee Rice tackled for a minimal gain, and now it's going to be about 3rd and goal with about 4 yards to go here. And wait, why is there a big cheer from the crowd? What is so amazing to me about Chiefs fans is they get upset and like they demand more flags. Like if you talk to a Chiefs fan, not only do they don't think they get a lot of flags in their favor, they get mad that they don't get more. 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. And dropping back. Mahomes has time, lobs it up and out of bounds, but there's a flag. It would be incomplete in 4th down, but there is a flag on 3rd and goal. The ball was not catchable, thrown out of bounds. And now they're saying there's a hold on Caillou Blue Kelly, and he doesn't understand it. 2 flags have helped the Chiefs on 3rd down already in this game. 1st down Chiefs. Let's see the hold. Juju Smith-Schuster, less than 5 yards, little tug. Then we get past 5 yards. They didn't show that it wasn't a catchable pass. But 1st and goal for the Chiefs. Audrey has another channel, so she doesn't waste labor time streaming on this that has like 300 people. And a handoff to Rashee Rice and a touchdown. But there's a flag. Another hold on Kareem Hunt shaking up. Ooh, Kareem Hunt's injured. You never want to see anybody go down. But, I mean, 2 third downs. Flags on 2 third downs in the first 2 possessions of the Raiders versus Chiefs game already, and the flags benefited the Chiefs. Isn't that crazy? And look, I'm someone who obviously thinks the Chiefs would win this game anyway. But why just make it? Why make it? It's too obvious. I mean, that's crazy. All right, so touchdown Chiefs, and then we're going to go to commercial break soon. We'll see how the Raiders bounce back here. Yeah, and even with the TD, there's another flag for the Chiefs. Dude, there was literally a flag. So I didn't see the flag on that. What was the flag that they called on the touchdown? You guys are ahead of me? So I'm watching. I think it's because I'm locally and not the Sunday ticket. So they're good commercial break. I want to see what the flag was on that the touchdown. They said, "Oh, face mask on the defense." I mean, that was a face mask. So that was a face mask already. Ooh. And like, dude, and here's part of my issue with the NFL is like we already see things where we're like, wow, that's kind of suspect, you know, that's kind of, hey, they shouldn't have called that. We already see suspect things, and this is what the camera angles were allowed to see. I mean, the NFL is controlling what we see in terms of the replay. I mean, did we see a camera on Crosby during a pass rush once in this game? I will say I think the Chiefs did a good job getting the ball out quickly, but we already are seeing suspect things, and that's just what we're allowed to see on camera. Imagine if we actually were able to watch Max Crosby and the camera angle showing him every single play. Like, it would. I'm gonna bet it would be worse, right? I'm gonna bet it would be worse. ESPN. What did they do to say that they knew that was happening? I mean, after the flag, they were just set up for a Rashee Rice touchdown. Maybe people should have done people probably did a Rashee Rice anytime touchdown for a parlay. Yeah, Crosby took a while to get set on that 3rd and 1. That's true. I mean, I think the Chiefs moved down the field like on their own accord, but on that 3rd and goal where there was a flag on Caillou Blue-Kelly, if they would have been favorable to the defender and not called holding on Caillou Blue-Kelly, they would have been held to a field goal, which is not as bad as a touchdown. So they did it would have been 4th and goal if they wouldn't have thrown that flag. They marched down the field, but marching down the field is kind of the easiest part. Like, most teams could march down the field. It's about how good you are in the red zone. And hey, that was always the criticism of Derek Carr. Like, hey, you know, we were struggling in the red zone sometimes. Like, what's going on here? So the fact that they got a 3rd and goal flag in the red zone, that's just kind of lame to me. Yeah. So what do you guys think, man? People are saying there might be some trades happening. I don't know. I mean, I think if you shockingly win this game, you can't have trades happening, right? You got to go ahead and keep rolling with your guys. So here we go, man. Raiders offense taking the field. We'll see what's up. Geno under center. Two tight ends here, it looks like. And Geno struggled to get the snap. And second and now 13. The snap was not delivered that well. Oh, Geno, I don't know, man. I don't know what happened there, whether it was the snap or Geno's handling of it, but now it's 2nd and 12. And that's going to make people wonder, hey, why not JPJ at center? What's going on here? Ball at the 33-yard line of the Raiders. And play action, and Geno is looking and throws and gets a drop by Trey Tucker. It would have been a completion and a first down, but Trey Tucker dropped it. And I will say, man, to defend Geno Smith here, he just doesn't have weapons, bro. Like, he just doesn't have... Oh, wow, I think Jacoby Myers is actually injured. They show the warm-ups here, and I think Jacoby Myers is just not 100%. Yeah, that ball was thrown behind, but if you want to be a wide receiver getting paid over $10 million a year, you know, whether you're a wide receiver 2 or a wide receiver 1 and getting paid over 20, you got to catch it. 3rd and 12, Geno steps up and pressure and sacked. A Minahu and a flag. I believe there's hands to the face there on Geno Smith at the 50. Illegal contact, a flag against the Chiefs on 3rd down. And now the Raiders offense is staying on the field. Looks like the Raiders are getting a bone after the 2 third down penalties early in the game benefited the Chiefs. And it was a flag on McDuffie. And all right, quick throw to Trey Tucker on a bubble screen, but he's wrapped up rather quickly. Now it's going to be 2nd and long. So to be fair, we've now had 2 flags benefit the Chiefs on 3rd down and only 1 benefit the Raiders on 3rd down. And to me, as somebody who's watched the game for quite some time, 3rd down's kind of all that really matters here a lot of the time. 2nd and 10. Geno with the play action and a quick throw to Raheem Mostert, who goes out of bounds and only gets a 3-yard gain. Oh, the scoreboard didn't. I think I was trying to repress the score. Thanks for the heads up there, though, Walt. That's kind of stupid. I should have to refresh this shit. I got to fix this shit out. So 3rd and 8 after the Raheem Mostert check down. And Chiefs crowd the line of scrimmage here. Geno in the shotgun. Dropping back. And a throw to Besh. And Jack Besh short of the first down. Going to be about 4th and 2. If I'm looking right here, I think ball is at the Raiders' 40-yard line. And... you know, I know the fans want to go for it here, but 4th and 2, I think you got to just punt here since they're in your own territory. You don't, and then you got the AJ Cole punt set up. But I do like the fact that Raiders at least are able to get a couple first downs there, or 1 first down there. Move the ball a little bit. The Trey Tucker drop was kind of nasty. And the punt. Yeah, and I didn't see any usage of Ashton Genty. Fielded at the 5. And now at the 15-yard line. Yeah, Pete Carroll, man, I don't know. I personally, I like an offensive minded head coach. I mean, that's what I would prefer is, somebody who's really good at strategizing offense. They build the team around it, or build the team around investing heavily in defense and kind of being able to make use of like a low budget offense. Guys, get the likes up if you support the stream. It helps us in the algorithm, helps us do more of these streams. I think we have less than 100 likes. Get them up. We got close to 400 people here right now. And hey, glad the Raiders didn't panic and try to go for it there. Defense has been playing good all year. Yeah, they gave up that big drive, but they almost had a red zone stop if it wasn't for a flag. So you gotta kind of rely on that. You know what I mean? Rely on that defense still. And we got some games around the NFL. Browns and Dolphins having some fireworks here. Looking at the chat, we'll be doing punt highlights. Oh, shit. Man. It's not looking good. Whew. So how do you guys feel? Score predictions now. What is the score predictions now? Game is over. I'm just trying to like take notes of the stuff that I feel like people aren't going to remember. Like, for instance, when you see the highlights, all anybody's going to talk about is the Rashee Rice opening touchdown. They're not going to talk about the flag that set up the touchdown on 3rd and goal. So, see what's happening here, man. Around the league, games coming back on. Got the Dolphins and Browns, kind of still a low scoring game. And here we go. Chiefs have the football. Game is back on right now. Play action, a high throw to Worthy. I almost called Worthy Kadarius Toney because they have the same number. So incomplete, now 2nd and 10. Let's see how far ahead this shit is. All right, 2nd and 10 now. This is a little too far ahead for me. Can't do it. Dropping back on 2nd and 10. Mahomes has time and a completion to Worthy for 7 yards. Now setting up a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. If you get a stop here, then that makes that punt seem like a good decision. I love my wife's channel too. 3rd and 2. And can we get a stop on 3rd and 2? Mahomes drops back to throw and a quick throw and completion of Rashee Rice. And that is going to be a 1st down. So they're getting the ball out of the hands way too quickly, and the Raiders defense just really doesn't have a shot to cover here. I think we need to kind of get a little sticky, quit playing soft coverage, and let them test you. Let's see if this O-line can hold up against our 4-man pass rush, man. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, ball at the 31-yard line. And a handoff to Pacheco, who goes nowhere. And I think what I'm concerned about right here, do not get a flag. I just saw one of our D linemen, Fahoko, shove somebody after the whistle. So what I'm concerned about here is the fact that, the Chiefs now get the ball at halftime. Second and 11. Let's see what's happening here, man. Good first play, Mahomes to throw, and a quick completion to Rashee Rice. Don't like how our coverage was set up. You had a linebacker covering a wide receiver on that play. I don't know if it was zone or man-to-man, but bad decision there. It looked like it was zone coverage, and Chiefs exploit it with Rashee Rice and get a decent game. Still short of the first down. Going to be 3rd and short. And Max Crosby is double-teamed and unable to go anywhere close to Mahomes in this game. And now the Raiders crowd the line of scrimmage and a handoff to Kareem Hunt up the middle. And is he short? It looks like he's short. And it is now 4th and inches. 4th and inches. Mahomes is demanding that the refs give him the first down. And we're going to go to the end of the first quarter. 4th and 1 when we come back in the second quarter. So what do you guys think, man? I mean, we still have a shot to stop them on 4th and 1. Will they punt? Did Darren Waller get a touchdown? I'm starting Darren Waller in fantasy football. Wow, man, we have like even some of these other Raiders channels that get like a good amount of views on their live stuff, even they are having a little bit of trouble here. So I think the Raiders fans are kind of just not that motivated to be hanging out watching this game, because last week we had with the win, obviously with the Titans, we had way more people. So that's kind of a little sad, but understandable. You know what I mean? Totally understandable. It's tough, right? Fourth and 1 when they come back. Yeah, will they tush push it? Got Waller on a parlay. Let me know what the parlays and the fantasy football people you guys have. I'll tell you guys who I'm starting in fantasy football. So I started Devontae Adams. This morning, and I'm glad because the former Raider had 2 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns. Devontae Adams had 3 touchdowns. My guy. And I'm starting Marvin Harrison today. I got the Bears defense, who already got a forced fumble. I had DK Metcalf. He only got me 50 yards. Is Josh Jacobs playing today for sure? I still have time to check if Jacobs is playing. Oh, he's still a game time decision? Son of a bitch. Are you kidding me? $125 versus... Okay. Ooh, Trey Smith, the guard of the Chiefs, is injured here. 4th and 1 now. Here we go. Game's back on, baby. Yeah. And here they go. They're going for it on 4th and 1. Ball at the 40-yard line. Got a wishbone formation. Mahomes trying to draw the Raiders off sides. 10 seconds on the play clock. And they're going to snap it and hand off up the middle, and they grab it. And it seems like the Raiders just didn't think they were actually going to do it. Good acting by Mahomes. I would have called a timeout if I was Pete Carroll, but there you go. First down, Chiefs. Well, here we go, man. Dropping back, Mahomes on first down, has time to throw. Airs it out deep, and incomplete. Batted away by Darnay Holmes. 2nd and 10. Mahomes trying a deep shot. And Darnay Holmes, baby. Ball kind of hits Thornton, the Chiefs Thornton in the head. Great coverage. And La Lulu with great pressure now, 2nd and 10. Ball at the 44-yard line and a screen set up. Almost a first down, perhaps a first down. For Smith, Raiders didn't see that screen coming. And here's the, when you got some drives that are too fast for the Raiders, this defense is getting tired already. I could see it. When you got the Chiefs getting rid of the ball quickly, Raiders not able to sustain drives on offense. We're plus 2,200. You never know, man. You still never know. Okay, now a handoff. Kareem Hunt getting to the 40-yard line. This is hard to watch. I'm not gonna lie. Like this is kind of hard to watch. It kind of just feels like you're just watching a house burn slowly. Like it's heading there, and you're kind of like, what do we? Well, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like you have no water. Another handoff now to Pacheco, 4-yard gain, and when you got. Now we're getting to the point where the Chiefs are able to kind of average 4 yards a carry running the football here. That's never good. I should have done some diaphragm exercises. Where's my cat, dude? I need my cat to cheer me up. Son of a bitch. I think she's right here. Come here, Skip. Come on, Skip. Come here. Yeah, she doesn't want to come over here. All right, here we go. 2nd and 6, 38-yard line. And a quick throw by Mahomes, almost intercepted, and a flag on the play. I think there should be an eligible man down the field. We'll see what the flag is here. On that 2nd and 6 play. Offsides on the Raiders. Okay, I want to see a replay to see that offsides on the Raiders. On Max Crosby in the neutral zone? Let me see this shit. Oh, he moved ever so slightly forward, but close. Oh, even Romo says it's close. Q2, neutral zone on Crosby. A lot of gray area. Tush push, not that bad. That the Eagles are doing. I'm sorry, man. I'm a salty Raiders fan this year. 2nd and 1. And a handoff to Pacheco. And man, this is getting to the point where we need to bring out the 2009, 2008-ish Raiders, the Richard Seymour Raiders. When I was still in high school at the time, remind me of the Richard Seymour Raiders when he was leading that tough defense with Stanford route, Nnamdi Asomugha. 1st and 10. Let me talk about this play real quick. 1st and 10, empty set formation for the Chiefs. Mahomes drops back to throw, has time, now scrambles to his right and has a lane to run, and he's going to run, and somebody hit his ass. And they don't do it, but a first down as Mahomes slides. And that's the thing, man. The Richard Seymour, the Nnamdi Asomugha Raiders, that defense, I just remember we wouldn't win the game, but the defense was going to play tough, and they were going to whip somebody's ass. And they were going to punish these other AFC West teams where they weren't going to leave the game healthy. And where's that saltiness? You got Crosby celebrating with patting Mahomes on the head. It's just like we just don't have that in football anymore because everybody wants to be a celebrity. Everybody wants to be a podcaster. Handoff up the middle, first down for Pacheco. People want to be podcasters. Pat on Mahomes' head. Where was that at? And so everybody wants to be friends with the big celebrities. Like, if you're Crosby, you don't want to crack Mahomes right now because Mahomes isn't going to invite you to Mark Rubin's Fanatics party. Mahomes isn't going to hang out with you in Saudi Arabia when you're playing flag football for a shitload of money with Brady. So the league's just changed, and these guys have become more celebrities rather than football players, and I hate to see it. 10:30, Mahomes in a quick throw to Rashee Rice inside the 3-yard line. And a first down, first and goal. And there's just there's just no motivation to really have disdain for your opponents. And I'm blaming Crosby here. I think he's the leader. He sets the tone. And yeah, he's a good football player. Obviously, he better be. He's making $35 million a year. But I just think it's kind of lame. I don't know what it is. First and goal and a flag on this first and goal play. False start on the Chiefs offense. Dude, Max Crosby's chilling. Max Crosby's straight chilling with Mahomes. Chilling with Mahomes. What happened to having disdain for your opponents rather than trying to get an invite? All right, dropping back to throw, Mahomes, and overthrows it, incomplete, throwing it away there, second and goal. So second and goal here, he threw it away. Yeah, the game does feel over already. Bears versus Saints game is a little more exciting. It's 6-0, and you want to know what I like about the Bears versus Saints game? These teams don't like each other. I feel like these teams like each other. Second and goal, Mahomes, a blitz, and then a wide open touchdown to Hollywood Brown. And there you go, 14-0. We'll see what's up, man. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna see how the Raiders respond in the third quarter, and I'm just disappointed in the leadership of this team, and I'm most disappointed right now in Max Crosby, Pete Carroll, Geno Smith, obviously, and any of the other captains on this team. Honestly, I just feel like they showed up expecting to lose, and they showed up hoping they get invited to the Chiefs Super Bowl party when they win. I mean, like, am I wrong here? Am I being too harsh on Max Crosby? Is anybody else seeing this? This is just like, it's you know what? When I watch the Chargers, when I watch a team like the Chargers play the Chiefs, and when I see Khalil Mack going up against the Chiefs, I see somebody who really wants to whoop like Patrick Mahomes' ass. I see somebody who like really doesn't give a fuck if he gets invited to Mahomes' little party with Jackson Mahomes. And I'm just not seeing that from the Raiders. And I know it's been a tough year, but a team like the Chargers has had some tough moments, had a lot of injuries. It's been tough for them. And I hate complimenting my AFC West rivals, but I'm seeing a little bit more spunk out of them and a little more animosity against these AFC West division rivals. And I'm just not seeing it from my Raiders. And I hate to say that. And look, I understand the Chargers have a great QB. Raiders have had worse quarterbacks than Geno Smith in their history outside of the Carr era. And even Carr, 2017 was objectively a bad year. 2014, he was brand new, but showed great promise. So, yeah. And look, if we weren't going to show up this season, if we weren't going to show up to play, then we should have just straight up just punted. Like don't even trade for Geno Smith. Don't even pay him $30 million a year. Don't even pay Max Crosby. Like why do we pay Max Crosby? And I'm wearing a Max Crosby jersey. If this is how we are going to show up, if we got people who are like Micah Parsons and want to be podcasters, then send them to the Chiefs. Like, and let's rebuild. Let's really rebuild and stack some draft picks. I didn't think I'd ever be saying this, but I just don't feel it. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but I just don't feel it. I mean, I don't know, man. If you're too tired to play, too injured from the week before, then tell the coach and put somebody else in who really wants to deliver some punishment on this Chiefs offense. Whew. The Vikings are getting their ass whooped. Here we go. Let's see how the Raiders offense responds. Game's back on, and you got Mostert with a really good kick return. Yeah. And you know what? I will say, I feel like I'm seeing things more clearly. I have been a lot more sober over the past 2 weeks. So this isn't like a moody, like I'm hungover type of thing, or I've been more sober off like everything. So I'm lucidly pissed off here, is what I'm saying. 1st and 10, hand off to Genty. And here's the thing, man, this lack of care and this like sort of just like going through the motions thing, it just seems like it's trickling down and infecting the young guys like Genty. I like this run by Genty just didn't seem like it had that push to really break a tackle that I saw from him these past few weeks. And here we go, 2nd and 8. And let's see, man, dig in. And a handoff. Flag. So a 10-yard run now has a flag, and the Raiders cannot catch a break at all. Offsides on the Raiders offense. All right, show me the offsides. Show me the offsides. No replay. No replay. Instead, we are looking at Genty's stats rather than the fucking replay of the game that shows the crucial penalty that wipes away a 10-yard gain. Now it's 2nd and 13. We don't get to see the offsides. And a handoff to Genty. And Genty with a little bit of a push here, 7-yard gain. I mean, and here's my thing too. I know we got pass rushers who want to get paid. Trey Henderson wants to get paid. Shamar Stewart had a little holdout. You got Myles Garrett making $40 million a year. 3rd and 5 though. Let me bring my comments up in a second. 3rd and 5. We'll see what the Raiders do here on 3rd and 5. And Geno dropping back, steps up. He's going to have nowhere to go. And nothing open. Doesn't take a shot. And no gain. Going to be 4th and 4. And Pete Carroll just cannot believe it. I mean, you still had some guys open, Geno. Throw it low and fast, bro. I mean, there's some people there around these, but you got some curl routes here. You had some curl routes here, and I feel like you could have done some shit there. 4th and 4 and another punt. And a muffed punt, but the Raiders cannot capitalize. Although the ball is down at the 4-yard line. Let's see if, hey, ball is at the Chiefs 4-yard line. I want to see the Raiders' highest paid player do something. I want to see the guy who gets the guy who actually gets the big bucks, Max Crosby. I want to see him do something. I want to see this guy really take it to Mahomes on this drive now that we're at the 4-yard line. And if the highest paid player on our team cannot make an impact in this game, then maybe we shouldn't be making him the highest. Maybe we should just reset and rebuild. So I'm really disappointed in this defense. I thought they were going to play a lot better today. I thought they were going to be what keeps this offense in the game. And I'm really disappointed in 98. I feel like I just don't want to hear the oh well, I'm double teamed. So because I'm double teamed, there's just nothing I can do. Well, I'm double teamed, so I can't impact the game anymore. I mean, is that really what we're gonna do for $35 million a year? Is just say I'm double teamed and oh well? And look, I've been a guy who's been a big Max Crosby fan. I got a lot of people who are associated with the Raiders who probably, if they heard me say this, and I know have watched this show before, would be very disappointed. I know that he's watched this show before. So but at this point, I'm so frustrated with this team where if it just feels checked out. And if it's this checked out, then let's just dump it all. Let's just dump it all. I'm finally just wanting to dump it all. You know what? Go pursue a Super Bowl with the Lions or the Chargers or the Chiefs. I mean, I don't care. Send Jacoby Myers out of here. Like if we're just not gonna play with any enthusiasm against the former AFC champions, which you're supposed to give them your best. I mean, that's what you see around the league. Teams like the Jacksonville Jaguars. When you play the Giants, even though Russell Wilson did terrible, I felt like they were fighting more in that game against the Chiefs. So, yeah. I mean, I'm just extremely disappointed. I hope it's not the case, and I hope things turn around right now, and we see number 98 make some big time plays. 1st and 10, 6-yard line, and a handoff here. And this run, they don't blow the whistle. And Pacheco's they're able to push the pile for a 10-yard gain. So started at the 4-yard line. Now it's the 14-yard line. And I can't even see. Was Crosby in on that play? Was he in on that play? Maybe he's injured. I don't know. But I don't think I saw Crosby in on that play. Let's see if he's in on this next play. And yeah, Crosby is not in the game, so maybe that's what's going on. A little injury here. Mahomes to scramble. And scrambles easily for a 9-yard gain. The Chiefs have literally got 9 yards in 2 plays, starting at their own 4-yard line. Same bench Gino. So yeah, where is 98? If you don't have 98 on the field, then obviously the Chiefs are able to get 2 first downs. He's still not on the field. And a huge gain by the Chiefs on a screen play to Smith, their new wide receiver. Why is Max Crosby not in the game? Yeah, so these 3 plays, no Crosby. Oh, there he is. He's back now. Maybe a little rest here. And 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. 3-yard gain. Yeah, Max Crosby not in the game when the Chiefs are at their own 4-yard line. What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? Dude, honestly, bring Antonio Pierce back at this point. Like, what are we doing? And I say this as probably the biggest Antonio Pierce critic amongst Raiders content creator and reporter. Mahomes scrambling up the middle on 2nd and 7. Now it's going to be 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 4 now. Bro, I mean, like, bring the lowrider, bro. Bring the lowrider. Yeah, like, and here we go. Crosby in the game on this 3rd and 4. Let's see if we make an impact. Mahomes to throw, double team Crosby, nothing there. And Mahomes is going to scramble easily for a 1st down. And hey, I mean, Mahomes could have literally walked for that 1st down. Double team on Crosby, he's stuffed, and then you got this just lackluster effort from the rest of the entire team. Like I say, it trickles down, man. 1st and 10, Crosby not in the, or he's still not in the game right now. Snowden's in the game. Mahomes with the fake and an incomplete pass. Maybe Crosby really is hurt because he's not in the game. Yeah, Max Crosby must be injured. Not the same injury we've seen. And Mahomes with a quick throw on the outside to Rashee Rice, and they're at the 30-yard line. I mean, and then here's my issue, dude. Here's my issue. Like if Max Crosby's not in the game and he's not injured, was Max Crosby injured? What was the Raiders injury report? I'm gonna look it up right now. I mean, because if they're not going to care, then why should we? You know what I mean? Like I'm turning on this organization. So yeah, Max Crosby was not on the injury report from what I see. Let me check. From a day ago. So Max Crosby did have limited participation in practice due to a back injury. Nothing too specified, but he technically was on the report, not questionable at all, but technically was on the report for a back. So we got to give him a little bit of credit. Got to give the coaching staff a little bit of credit, trying to keep the guy healthy for the majority of the season, especially given the fact that this game looks like it's already over. Wait, did Minshew attempt a touchdown pass? Yeah, dude. with all the flaws of the John Gruden, Derek Carr era, does it not look like the greatest thing we could have ever have hoped for? For I'm sorry, this organization that has been shitty as fuck since 2002, like straight up. So here we go. No energy at all. No effort. 1st and 10, Mahomes stepping up and he's sacked. Jamal Adams, that guy is at least playing with some effort. Yes, start putting in the linebackers who want to play. Let's get these fat fuck old guys who can't cover. Let's put in these linebackers who want to play. Snowden getting a little bit of push. No Crosby in this play, and Raiders, from what I see, got a sack with Jamal Adams. They're still showing the replay of Rashee Rice's catch, even though that was the play before this. 2nd and 14 now with 1:25 to go. Chiefs get the ball at halftime. No Crosby again on this play, and almost an interception, but it was dropped by Laulu. 3rd and 14. That could have been a game changer. Ooh, they're looking at Crosby's left knee. Crosby is hurt. So that's what's going on, man. Crosby is hurt with his left knee. And a completed pass on 3rd and 14 to Juju Smith-Schuster for a 1st down. Deflected pass and then scooped up. Get the likes up, man. Like this stream if you have not yet. And here we go, a handoff up the middle. No gain. Kansas City takes a timeout with 36 seconds to go. 2nd and 9 now. It's crazy because we don't even care. Like usually when I'm like get distracted and start talking about other stuff, people are like, yo, focus on the game, pay attention to the game. But like we all collectively don't even care about the game anymore. Isn't that crazy? We all collectively don't even care if I'm doing like play-by-play. Yeah, Chiefs get the ball at the half because Raiders started with it. Dude, fuck the Raiders. I mean, that's how I feel right now. I have no pride, and I came into this with so much pride, and I have like no pride right now. So it's 2nd and 9. Like, let's say it in the chat, dude. Let's say it in the chat. F the Raiders. F the Raiders. Yeah, Crosby's hurt though, so I don't want to blame him too much, even though I was really disappointed in the performance so far. But I feel like he, I mean, it seems like he's really hurt if he's not in the game. So still commercial break now, and you got 36 seconds when we come back. And it's just like, dude, I mean, we got a bye week. So they're going to trade everybody at the bye week. It's almost like this was like, it's funny because the trade deadline's week 9. We get our bye week at week 8. Perfect time to trade a bunch of people, get some backups up to speed with the game plan. It's almost like the NFL set up the schedule because they knew that we'd be like having a fire sale at week 8. And by the way, when are we going to blame Tom Brady, who, according to Mark Davis, is running this team and making every football decision and has final say on it? When are we going to blame Tom Brady for running such a shitty fucking team? I know he rode Belichick's coattails and benefited from Spygate once Roger Goodell became the commissioner, who was assisted by Robert Kraft to become the NFL commissioner. But that doesn't mean you can run a football team as an owner. 2nd and 9, Mahomes in the shotgun. And Mahomes dropping back, a 4-man rush, a quick throw, and it's been quick throws all day and a first down inside the 5. No Brock Bowers, no Max Crosby, no Jacoby Myers. No hope, man, no hope. All right, so another timeout. Hey, and the Vikings are still clawing and fighting against the yeah, it's going to be 21-0. All right, here we go. 1st and goal, man. And a 4-yard line. And a handoff and tackled behind the line there. So another timeout. So Crosby got blocked low and injured his knee. So a little shot at Max Crosby's knee by the tight end, leading to the injury. 2nd and goal. No timeouts left for the Chiefs. So if you tackle them inbounds at least twice, ideally you can force a stop here. Let me hide this bot. All right, 2nd and goal, man. 7-yard line and dropping back Mahomes and batted in. Could have been intercepted, but batted and just incomplete. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Unless Mark Davis wants to start writing me a check, I ain't saying shit positive about this team anymore. Unless, hey, Mark Davis, I have been told that some of the VPs, some of the people who have watched the show before, President Richard Seymour. So hey, I can't do anything positive unless we get a reason to, man. Batted incomplete on 3rd and goal, though. Jeremy Chin, he's still fighting and making a play, but there's a flag in the back of the end zone. And Mahomes getting a little hug with Jamal Adams. Illegal contact on Jeremy Chin. Oh, wow. So let's see this illegal contact. A little grab there before the ball was thrown. A timeout by the Raiders. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I suggest nobody don't buy any Raiders gear. Don't spend any money on this team. Do not waste your hard-earned dollars on this organization that clearly doesn't give a fuck about winning games and helping its fans have a good Sunday. Tons of cap space they didn't invest this year. Really in and out moves by trading for a veteran quarterback when you're not investing the rest of the cap to get some good players. Yeah, I wouldn't invest in this team. First and goal and a completion of Rashee Rice. And touchdown by Rashee Rice. 2 touchdowns already. Not many yards because they don't really need many yards to win against the Raiders. You know what? Until the Raiders, I can't believe I'm saying this. Until the Raiders get their shit together, maybe we'll just watch college football instead. Maybe just watch the national NFL games. Focus on your fantasy football. Just try to give as little of a fuck about this Raiders team. It will make your life better. And if you're a young person right now in high school watching this, and with this whole Brady Mark Davis thing right now, which I am not down with, if you haven't really committed yourself to a team yet, I suggest doing your due diligence and keeping your options open. Can't believe I'm saying this right now, but this is so bad. And to me, it's the effort. That's the worst thing. Where if you're a young kid right now, I suggest, and you haven't committed to a team, oh, maybe I want to be a Raiders fan, maybe I want to be this fan. I suggest just scoping out all the teams. Don't do it just because you live on the West Coast. I'm already committed for life as a Raiders fan. I'm stuck as a Raiders fan for life. But if you're a young, maybe you're like in middle school, high school, just survey all the teams in the NFL first. Just do your due diligence. We have the internet now. And I can't believe I'm saying this. And you know what? I don't care if anybody clips this up because I think right now a lot of people agree. Don't spend any money. I've always hated Tom Brady, so that's completely false. I've hated Tom Brady so much where I literally think he is a complete fraud, and Mahomes is actually even a better quarterback historically than Tom Brady. Tom Brady only benefited from Spygate. And remember, Vince Lombardi. Vince Lombardi said every Patriots Super Bowl win has to have an asterisk next to it because of Spygate. Deflategate didn't matter. Deflategate was actually a fake hoax that they used to punish the Patriots because they did not do shit really about Spygate besides a fine and losing a draft pick. So Deflategate was the farce. Spygate was the real controversy that other coaches and players and teams were upset with. But here we go, man. 10 seconds left. Yo, at least I started the Bears defense in fantasy football. So the Titans are doing well against the Patriots right now. They're still fighting. 10 seconds left in this half. I mean, Raiders should just kneel it out. I mean, the Raiders should just kneel it out the rest of this game. I mean, I don't see what we're really doing here. I think the Raiders should just kneel the clock out for the rest of the game. Here we go, though. 1st and 10. Genty in the backfield with 10 seconds. Probably going to just be a handoff of the middle, and that's exactly what it is. Closing out the half, and the Chiefs get the ball at the top of the 3rd quarter. I'm going to go ahead and order some food. I'm pretty hungry. I think I'm going to eat my feelings right now. Groceries? How long does groceries take? Yeah, I'm sick to my stomach. Honestly, I'm going to get some more coffee so I could continue to deal with this. Oh, almost a fight in the Patriots-Titans halftime. Uh, yeah, dude, I think this is the worst game I've ever watched from the Raiders. Like, oh shit, I can't get a freaking. This might be the worst game I've watched for the Raiders like in a long time, dude. Shout out to Super Awesome You, man, still trucking with us and trying to fight and deal with this shitty game, man. Appreciate you. Let me pop that up. I guess my good vibes at the start of the game was misplaced. Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't have said that we have good vibes and think the Raiders are going to exceed expectations and play with maximum effort, and they got a tough defense, and at least they got some veteran experience with Geno Smith and fucking Pete Carroll. Maybe we should not have been a little optimistic and tried to give our favorite lovely team the benefit of the doubt. Maybe we should have just said what it is, which this team can't beat anybody. They were lucky they beat the Titans because the coach got fired the next day. Maybe we should have been as pessimistic and as sober and as real as possible, and then we would have been surprised and the expectations would have been exceeded. And hey, I showed you that gambling money line at the end, plus 600. Maybe the betting markets are just right about everything, and that's who we should listen to. But I'm glad that I'm not glad that Max Crosby has the injury, but I'm glad that it wasn't a effort issue and he's dealing with something right now, and that's why we're not seeing the same effort that we've seen before from Max Crosby. I'm glad that's the case rather than what I thought originally when it was not reported that he had an injury. It was not reported yet. And in that moment, most of us were saying, hey, is this guy checking out too? Is this guy maybe on the trade block? Wait, be wrong about what? What are we talking about in this chat? Be wrong about what? And don't ban anybody from the chat. Unless someone like borderline commits a crime. But oh yeah. No, this guy's literally like talking shit saying, go suck a cock, blah, 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 to my wife. So that guy could go get fucked. Because he's saying that I support Brady when I never have. Like literally, like I literally was the guy who was glad that the Raiders rejected Brady for Derek Carr because I hate Brady so much. So I was glad that Gruden rejected Brady for Carr. And I'm so honestly, when Brady bought the team, I literally like felt like I was almost no longer, it was hard to even be a fan because Brady literally owns the team. And what I said, I was like, Brady owning 10% of the team is like if Patrick Mahomes ended up buying 10% of the Raiders when he retires. Like literally Brady owning part of the Raiders. It's like the Chiefs owning us today. So I think Mark Davis selling the team to Brady was the worst mistake he could have ever made. I think it actually has made the fan base less passionate about this team. And why wouldn't it? You know, the guy who benefited from the Tuck rule and benefited from Roger Goodell and Spygate for the dynasty in the AFC literally owns us. He owns us. He owns the Raiders. How much more cucked can the Raiders be when fucking Brady owns the team? That's the biggest cuck shit ever. So how the fuck could we have any self-respect as an organization with that? Psychologically on the fan base, especially for the guys who are my age, and now I'm a millennial, so now I'm the old guy. I'm becoming the old guys. For me, it's tough. I can't even imagine how it is for people older than me. The only people who aren't going to be bothered by the Brady shit are the freaking Zoomer fans and the Gen Alpha fans. Oh, but guess what? More and more young people aren't watching football because everybody's a freaking soft woke pussy these days. And so we don't even have new fans who would enjoy the Brady shit. It's only us old dudes like millennial and up who watch football anymore. Less people are playing football in high school. Less people are playing football in middle school. And I understand there's some safety reasons, but people aren't into the game. Younger people aren't even into the game as much. And I feel like the only people who like seeing Tom Brady on the team because he collabs with Mr. Beast is our young Zoomer Gen Alpha fucks. And I'm sorry, this is definitely going to be demonetized. I am getting zero ad revenue with this. I 100% know that. But I really don't give a fuck at this point. I really don't care. I'm pissed the fuck off. So yeah, I'm going to grab some more coffee. I'll be back in like 20 seconds. Yeah. So, and here's the thing, and this is exactly, look, I have been doing this shit. I have been doing this for freaking almost 5 years. I've been doing YouTube on Raiders. And every time we look this shitty, this bad, and I think this might be one of the worst ones. I think last year would maybe be second place. Whenever it's this bad, everybody starts turning on each other. Everybody starts talking shit on each other. Everybody starts, like, it becomes infighting with the fan base because the game is so boring. And by the way, I just went up the stairs. I went up like 3 flights of stairs right now. And this guy is literally on his burner account, upset, people are just saying mean things. They're upset. And that's what happens. People get infighting. They get angry about other things. And it's because the game is so boring, they can't focus on this team. You don't even want to think about this team, so you want to talk shit on this guy because he likes this coach. He likes this player. You want to just start attacking somebody personally. Like, and hey, me, I'm ranting about Tom Brady. I'm attacking Tom Brady, although he is running this football team. But it starts to become infighting, devolving on different things because the game literally sucks. It sucks to watch. The game last week sucked. You notice I usually make my little post-game video, and my post-game videos that I've been doing, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn because I don't really think it's about me. I don't make it all about me. My videos have been doing the best that they have ever done per video. Like for Raiders videos, I like always like 80,000 views and up. Like that never even happened during the Josh McDaniels year when we had hell of people on these live streams and stuff. So my videos have been doing the best they've ever done. And I still didn't make a video after the Titans game because it was just such a boring win. It was just such a boring win. It was like, who cares? We still kind of looked like shit in that win against the Titans. And it was like, I just straight up didn't even want to talk about it. And I don't think anybody wanted to really hear me talk about us beating the Titans and saying, oh, now we're back on track because we beat the Titans. So I didn't make a freaking video. And a lot of these guys are, I understand they're desperate for the cash. And so they got to pump out a thing. You know what I mean? I'm not right now. And so I didn't really have to make the video. And it's because this team's just so disappointing where it's like, is this really what we want to talk about? That The Raiders are back because they beat the Titans. And I spilled some coffee on my pants, and these are like $50 pants. Shit. Raiders by 3. We can still win the game, guys. The game is not over. Don't you dare think this game is over. We're winning it, baby. We're winning it, baby. That's the attitude we need, Timberline. We're winning this shit. We winning this shit. It is not over. It is not over. Gino. He did not write back, though. It is not over. We winning this shit. It was over yesterday. We don't need Crosby. We don't need Brock Bowers. We don't need Jacoby Myers. We winning this shit. Fuck. And anybody who don't believe we winning this shit, anybody who don't believe we winning this shit is a fake ass fan, bro. We winning it. Shit. We don't even need our starters. Put the backups in. We don't even need them. Save the salary cap. Pay the cheerleaders more. They look banging. We don't even need it. Shit. Fuck. That's the energy we need. That's the energy we need right now. Yeah, put me in the locker room. Put me in the locker room. Shit. And go sign Chandler Jones. He's ready. Oh, man. That's funny. I know, like, dude, I have had this picture. I think I printed it out. I printed out this picture randomly during the game, like week 2. Chandler Jones emojis. We still got the Chandler Jones emojis. Yeah, I printed out this picture about week 2. And I've just kept it here on my desk the whole time because we go live once a week. And then I randomly just bust out the Gino. And then I had to when he was doing well, I was like, "Thank you, Gino." I'm just kidding. When he was beating the Titans, thank you, Gino. Boy, dude, I didn't want to waste that much ink, so I'm glad we made the picture small because I'm not wasting all my printer ink. That shit's expensive. I'm not wasting all that for. All right, so game's about to come back on in a second. The Gino song, is that the Don't Write Back Though song or something? Dude, what does Pete Carroll do? Like, dude, honestly, like, I'm not gonna hate on Pete Carroll too much, but I feel like the media is like a simp for Pete Carroll, where they're like, "Oh, he's so cool and like he looks young for his age and he's such a good guy." I'm like, good guy? Like I don't really care if somebody's a good guy. Like, we're trying to win football games. Our game's back on. Chiefs got the football. Chiefs football here. Oh, the Bill Belichick. All right, so Pete Carroll interview right now. And Pete Carroll's just saying we got to do a good job. Great enlightening words, Pete Carroll. We got to do a good job. All right, play action. Mahomes on first down. Plenty of time to throw. And a dropped pass. No Crosby. Crosby's doubtful to return due to back and knee injuries. I think Crosby's... so Crosby's out, dude. He's not going to be playing for the rest of this game. No more Max Crosby in this game. What a good little Sunday we have going on. No freaking Crosby. Son of a gun. All right, 2nd and 10, and dumping it off to Pacheco and tackle behind the line. Dude, we got a freaking dude. Honestly, dude, I at this point, like, if we're not going to bring back John Gruden, which is never going to happen, I understand, that's not going to happen. He's probably going to coach in college. Maybe he gets on another NFL team. We'll see what happens. But if the Raiders aren't going to do that, I don't know where they go from here. I really don't know where they go from here. 3rd and 14. Dropping back Mahomes, screen pass here, and a lot of blockers set up. And on 3rd and 14, the Chiefs get the first down on a screen play. At first down on 3rd and 4. So it's starting out to look like a good drive for the Raiders, but on 3rd and 14, screenplay. And Chiefs got some blockers set up. And shout out to Tedford Von Patriot. Perfect timing to run up the middle for 3 yards. It was over when Pete Biden fell out of the tunnel. Surprise, genocide hasn't thrown 6 ints yet, and Pete Biden had pulled genocide, and Pete Biden is going to be the QB. I mean, the dude seems old. We keep talking about this guy's old. Oh, he's so young for his age. No, he looks old. He is old, and he should probably be retired. And if Seattle didn't want you to coach, they probably know something's up. Shout out to Tedford Von Patriot. Appreciate you coming by. And yeah, we need to send his ass to the retirement home. Screenplay on 2nd and 7, 6-yard gain. And honestly, you know what? Maybe Joe Biden would be doing a better job than Pete Carroll, despite the senility. Maybe he would even be doing a better job than Pete. So after that 2nd and 7, I believe it's now 3rd and 1. Third and 1 now. Let's see if the Raiders can get off the field. Ball at the 44-yard line of the Raiders. Actually make that the 46. Mahomes in the shotgun. Quick throw, wide open, and a fumble, but recovered by the Chiefs. But these receivers are wide open. Like, give the Chiefs credit. Mahomes and the Chiefs are getting the ball out pretty quickly, and but they're wide open, and the Raiders have not figured out an answer for this. And really, you want to talk about, Max Crosby, he's not in the game. Max Crosby, probably due to the injury, wasn't a factor anyways early in the game. And the Chiefs were getting the ball out really quickly, where he kind of wasn't able to make an impact anyway. Handoff up the middle. And a 6-yard gain. Yeah, this is when you know it's sad, where you got fan bases of other teams feeling bad for us. That's how you know we are at complete rock bottom. Yeah, so I snapped at halftime, and I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. I thank God we got a bye week next week. 2nd and 3. Another quick completion for the Chiefs, where Mahomes gets the ball out in like less than 2 seconds, and there's always somebody open. And shout out to George Rand. I love your positivity. I just cannot believe these guys could not tell they should be playing the young guys. These coaches are stubborn and stupid. I don't like the in-between thing that the Raiders are doing now. So fresh set of downs, first down right here. Dropping back, Mahomes scrambling to the right and throws on the run, and a completion to Worthy, but there's a flag. Was that an illegal forward pass? Yeah, so we want to pay for veteran quarterbacks, pay Crosby, sign a guy here and there, but then we have 30 million left over cap that we're not using. It's like choose to rebuild or choose to go all in. You don't. The worst thing you could do is the in between shit. Holding on the Raiders defense. So if the Chiefs would have dropped that, it would have been a first down anyways. Oh, that is a hold on Worthy for Darnay Holmes. Appreciate you, George Reyna. I mean, I'm not too positive anymore. And shout out to Cool Zay. Max was better on the peels, etc. I'm not sure exactly what you meant. I think Max Crosby's seriously injured, though. Earlier, I thought it was maybe like kind of a checking out, but it seems like he's actually injured. Run up the middle for Smith and a 9-yard gain. And the Raiders should just give up, man. The Raiders have. The Raiders have given up. The Raiders gave up before they got off the plane. The Raiders gave up before they got off the plane. 2nd and 2. And Pacheco with the touchdown. There's a flag. Flag on the play. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, man. So do you think the team, so that's the question. Do you guys think the team is bad or do you think the team has given up? That's basically the question of the day. Has the team given up or is it just this bad? That's the new poll. $12 men. Touchdown for Chiefs. All right, so here's the poll. Have the Raiders given up or are they really just that bad? I mean, yeah, Antonio Pierce had can't believe it. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying this as the biggest. Yeah, Antonio Pierce had the Raiders giving better effort. I don't think Antonio Pierce is the answer. I hated the cigars thing, hated the Impala thing. I thought it was lame as hell. I hated the Air Force Ones. But team played with better effort. Better effort. With the worst roster. Yeah, man. Raiders punting on 4th and 2. Oh, man. Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. I'm definitely going to eat my feelings later, man. What about you guys? What do you so okay, let me know in the chat. What are you going to do to cope with this freaking shitty ass game? I'm going to eat my feelings and probably play some video games. Why didn't Mark turn to Patrick Graham and a young offensive mind, terrible coaching, and a lack of talent? Chip Kelly, dude. Highest paid offensive coordinator in the NFL, and this dude sucks. I mean, the team sucks. Oh, shit. These alerts aren't going on. Yeah, so the Chip Kelly move sounded exciting. And by the way, George, I don't mean to talk trash on you. We need to quit saying Mark. We need to quit saying Mark Davis. We need to quit saying, why did Mark Davis do this? Why did Mark do that? None of this is Mark Davis's fault. This is all Tom Brady's fault. So we need to start saying, why did Tom Brady choose Chip Kelly? Why did Tom Brady not give Patrick Graham the job? Why did Tom Brady not try to invest in a young offensive mind? We need to quit saying it's Mark's fault. All Mark Davis has given the keys to Tom Brady, and he has for arguably the past 3 years. So, yeah. It's easy to dump on Mark Davis, but it's really Tom Brady, and it really pisses me off that the NFL media machine like sucks Brady's dick so much that they never say anything critical about him, even though he's running the Raiders. And Mark Davis has openly said that in interviews that he runs the Raiders. So, I mean, it's crazy. So people are getting drunk to cope. In terms of like the football decisions, like it is Tom Brady. Yeah, I think everybody has to go. 1st and 10. 3-yard gain for Genty. Whew. Xavier Worthy slamming his helmet. I think he's got a really serious injury. 2nd and 8. And a handoff. No gain. It's rough being a fan. Put it all on me. I feel you, man. You got MJ saying, what a joke. It's not, I mean, it's not even, a joke is at least funny. I mean, it's not even funny anymore. To me, it's boring. I think that's my biggest issue with the Raiders. It's become boring. Like, even though with Gruden and Carr, they would have like some shitty ass games and some shitty seasons, but like it was just never boring. 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8, and Geno sacked. And I don't know, man. How do we do this, dude? Pressure. I mean, Geno's got nowhere to go. It's 3rd and long. We haven't been able to run the ball. Shout out to freaking Tedford. Fire Pete Biden. Chump Kelly should coach preschool. Patricia Ham can't coach Little League. Wi-Fi. They lost the locker room. You're right. Tom Ferry sabotage Raiders. Patriots are 4-2. Yeah, and somehow the Patriots are the only team that we really have beaten that's like halfway decent. And by the way, they got the statue of Tom Brady out there in Foxborough. But I mean, Patrick Graham, I think the defense has played like shit, but I think I think they haven't invested money in the defense, so I give him a pass over the past few years. But Chip Kelly is completely disappointing. Pete Carroll is just so cheesy and lame. Like, he's just such a lame coach. He's just gotten freaking owned by the only interesting thing I know about Pete Carroll is he won a Super Bowl with the Legion of Boom, and he's gotten his ass whooped by Jim Harbaugh his entire life. He's gotten his ass whooped by Jim Harbaugh his entire life. That's all I know about Pete Carroll. So it's just kind of like, yeah. It's hard to be even slightly sympathetic to them. They definitely lost the locker room. I think even then in the Titans game, like, people were just sort of going through the motions in the win. And now, like, wow, if you didn't lose the locker room here, like, nobody gives a shit. All right, Chiefs offense is somehow taking the field again. I guess I'll tough it out and watch this game as long as people are here. I'm surprised even more. I think more people are here in this chat complaining about the Raiders than are actually even watching the game at this point. Right? Shout out to George Rain. I love your Wi-Fi. Get you Tom Brady and Michael J. Prove being the GOATs does not mean you can run a team. And I think it's an open question whether Tom Brady's the GOAT. The guy's not athletic. Really benefited from Spygate. And even with the Bucks, I mean, do you guys remember the 2020 Raiders versus Bucks game? Do you guys, and this is before I made YouTube videos, do you guys remember what happened before that game? It was the pandemic game where if you sneezed near anybody and the NFL deemed you dangerous, you weren't allowed to play or practice. They had some crazy shit where, because Abram was near somebody who tested positive, he couldn't play. The whole Raiders offensive line couldn't practice the whole week because somebody had the sniffles, and it was just like a complete rig show. Even that game, Raiders versus Bucks in 2020, not a chance in hell. And they used the virus during that year to, in my opinion, to rig games. I think so. That's my opinion. Don't have concrete proof, but I believe they used the virus during the 2020 season to rig games and help Brady get a Super Bowl after leaving the New England Patriots. That's what I think. And maybe I got to collect the proof. But I remember that game, the ridiculous amount of people who weren't allowed to play in practice, coincidentally, before they played the Buccaneers, due to people having the sniffles in practice during the winter, by the way. Which I understand there were some bad things that happened there, but especially with young 20-year-old men, it was really, really stretching it. Appreciate you, Tom. We're here for you. Appreciate you. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs right now. And shout out to Sulek. And so I hand off to Pacheco for about 4 yards. Shout out to Sulek. Watching the Raiders feels like an AAA gaming. Yeah. AAA gaming right now. I don't know if you mean Alcoholics Anonymous. Oh, yeah. Alcoholic. Yeah. It's like an AA meeting where talking about how the Raiders have poisoned our life and have made us deal with some major issues, man, and lose a lot of sleep at night. Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble for disinformation right now. So handoff to Pacheco. So 3rd and 2 now after a 7-yard gain. Talking about video games. Yeah, amateur gaming. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I've broken down multiple times today. Let me know if you've broken down during this game today. 3rd and 2. And it's just like, dude, a handoff and a 1st down. Yeah, Dark Side Phil. Wow, you guys watch all that stuff? Why the F are fans to call it Max? Dude hasn't been the same since he got paid. The Black Hole fans haven't said one thing to the franchise owners, shaking my head. Now, early in the game, I was criticizing Max Crosby, but, unfortunately, I think he is actually seriously hurt. And I think that's why we didn't see the same Max today. And I think some of the teammates are able to tell, and that's why they seem like they kind of lacked that extra effort. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Let's go, Mahomes. Air it out. Wide open. Yes, to Thornton. Let's go, Mahomes. Get these motherfuckers fired, bro. Let's go, Mahomes, with a deep pass to freaking Thornton. Get these fools out of here, Mahomes. Run up the score. Run up the score on this team that does not give a shit. I want to see Mahomes own these fools. Look at how sick and twisted this has become. I'm rooting for Mahomes now. This is how sick and twisted this has become. Whoop their ass. Whoop their ass so they can't even get on the plane ride back. And Mahomes handoff and then a reverse to Worthy. Worthy with the reverse, baby. First down. So this is what it feels like to be a Chiefs fan. Ooh, first down. Mahomes, let's go. That's what it's like to be a Chief. Dude, literally, I already know what's going to happen. They're going to put in Gardner Minshew. Guarantee they're going to put in Gardner Minshew, and he's going to get a couple of touchdowns against the Raiders. Bet. They're going to put in freaking Minshew mania, and he's going to stunt on the Raiders. Incomplete pass from Mahomes on 1st and 10. So now 2nd and 10 right now in the red zone. In the red zone. Put in Minshew, man. Let him stunt. Let him stunt, baby. Let's go, Mahomes. The refs don't rig it. He's just that good. Let's go. Woo! Dude, what happened to Hefe, that guy? Remember he used to be in like every Raiders chat? That guy was interesting. 2nd and 10 and pass to Kelsey wrapped up 20-yard line. Yeah, I saw that online where people were saying they tried to get it to Minshew earlier. Let me see that shit. Wait. Oh, it was a Minshew mania. Wow. Okay, so 3rd and 7. Maybe Andy Reid kind of doesn't, because Andy Reid's really good friends with Gruden. Remember Gruden visited the Chiefs? Dropping back on 3rd and 7 and Mahomes incomplete pass. So, hey, Raiders get a stop, dude. But maybe Andy Reid doesn't like that the Raiders got rid of Gruden. And so he's trying to like rub it in and stun on them, which I respect that. Shout out to Cool Zay. Season ticket holders should get refunded. Oh, bro. Not only should they get refunded, we should all get like a check for being a Raiders fan. Like, you know, Andrew Yang, UBI or whatever the hell that dude was trying to do, the Asian dude who ran for president. We all deserve UBI for being a Raiders fan. We each need like $500 a month for being a Raiders fan for literally like paid trauma. We need a freaking UBI. Shout out to Christopher. Calling it now. We were signing Airbud after the bye week. Yo, at least Airbud would like play with some extra effort. Give a shit. Maybe bite somebody's nuts off when we're freaking losing. Care a little bit. Dude, we need to check. We need to check for being a Raider. Yes. Raider reparations, baby. We need Raider reparations. Bro, dude, we don't have one highlight. Wow. Bro, I really didn't think it would just be straight up 31-0. Like, I didn't think we would just be like this shitty of a team. Honestly, I just tweeted out right now, fuck the Raiders. I just, because I know it's going to get people pissed. I've just tweeted out, fuck the Raiders. I just can't do this right now. I can't do this right now. This is like really hard for me to do this right now. Oh yeah, we did have a couple of tip passes. Yeah, that's cool. A tip pass. Oh man, I'm trying not to drink too. And this, like, look, when you're trying not to drink and then you got to watch 31-0. And by the way, the game's not even over. We still got a whole quarter and it's already 31-0. And I'm trying not to drink. So that's great. Like and now we got Tyreek Hill commenting on this game. Let me see what's going on here. I'm not gonna let the Raiders make me snap fully, but it's getting damn close. Raiders get the football. At this point, man, give Kenny Pickett a look. I don't even think Kenny Pickett's a better quarterback. Just give the fans something else to watch. No, I'm saying I'm not snapping with drinking. I snapped earlier and went on a rant about everything at halftime. It was kind of regret some of the things I said, but I'm not gonna snap with substances. I'm not gonna let the Raiders make me snap with substances. That's what I'm saying. Yay, Gino. Oh, yeah, Gino throws for 49 yards for 376 inches, 3 ins and 0 touchdowns. Yes, dude, Tedford. I didn't think about that. When you count it in inches, it's not that bad. It's not that bad when you count it with inches. He's got hella inches in this game. Let's go. Let's go. Gino in the game. Under center play action. Let's see what happens on first down. Gino to throw. Scramble, throws on the run, and a completion to Thornton. Yo, dude. Oh, and a flag on the play. Are you serious, dude? Just let us get something. Are they calling a flag on the Raiders after we got a first down? Oh, Chiefs D lineman injured. What was I going to say, though, about the inches thing with the Gino? Oh, yeah. By the way, we can still win this game. Oh, my God. Unnecessary roughness on the Raiders after we freaking got the first down. Are you serious? So anyways, yeah, dude, like we can still win this game. Not only can we still win this game, we are gonna win this game. We are gonna come back. We're gonna rally and regroup in the fourth quarter and get the dub, dude. And if you don't believe that, you're a fake fan. I'm tweeting that out, dude. We can still win this game. Let's rally in the fourth quarter. That's gonna trigger some. I literally have become a troll on Twitter now because like, what else are we doing? You know what I mean? And I don't like how there's like the Twitter people where they try to break the news when they're just reposting like Adam Schefter and Ian Rappaport without giving them credit. Hey, yeah, every inch matters, ladies. Tedford's right. Every inch matters, lady. All inches matter. We're packing some heat tonight. Don't mind the big sausage. He gets paid the big bucks. That he's got the big sausage, the inches and yards. The inches instead of yards. Dude. I tweeted out. Let me see if it shows up. All right, so commercial break right now. I tweeted out, we could still win this game. Let's rally in the fourth quarter. Do you think, dude, people are so dense, they might even think I'm being serious. Like, because people like are so dense these days. We could still win the game. All right, so injured player, man, for the Chiefs. Never want to see a guy go down like that. Big turnaround. Big turnaround. We're going to rally and win it. Dude, Pete Carroll, this is like the worst ever. Oh, Josh Jacobs is going to play. Play action, Geno. Pass to Trey Tucker for about 4 yards. So I got to start Josh Jacobs in my fantasy team because they were saying it's up in the air whether he plays. He's for sure going to play. Because I was going to do Crosby Merritt if he wasn't ready, but now I could do Jacobs. Let's roll. And, dude, Darren Waller hasn't gotten anything? What has happened? Is he ruled out? He got injured during the game. Oh, are you fucking kidding? Okay. 2nd and 21 for Geno Smith. Quick throw to Trey Tucker again, a 3-yard gain. I don't know what happened on that second down play. 3rd and like 18. Dude, I don't really know what this team needs to do. I'm not going to sit here and say I got an answer, man. Dropping back 3rd and 16 and a screen to Genty. And hey, playing with some effort. You got to admire that. And now it's going to be 4th and 3 on the screen. Dude, and I said that we're going to win this game. And now everybody's making fun of me, dude. 4th and 4, we're going for it. Here we go. And Geno, miscommunication and incomplete on 4th and 4. Oh my God. Turnover on downs now on 4th and 4. I thought it would be a close game and like we lose by like 10 points. Or like there's a questionable flag that decides it. I thought the defense would play better. I thought the offense would do something. But I didn't expect Crosby to be straight up out of the game for like almost the entire game. All right, Mahomes is out, and now it's Gardner Minshew in the game. Yay. Isn't that great? It's the 3rd quarter, and Mahomes is already out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the future holds for me, man. What do you guys think? Like, should we even watch? Like, so Raiders got a bye week, right? So Raiders schedule. We still have to play the Eagles. I need to take a shower. I need to wash this stench off. Oh, whoa. Do you guys want to see the Raiders schedule coming up? Let's check out this little Raiders schedule real quick. Here, let's check out this schedule. Let's check out this schedule real quick. So we got freaking Chiefs. We got a bye week. Thank God, bye week. And then freaking. Let's go ahead and do this, actually. Bye week. And then we play the Jags, who beat the Chiefs. This year. We play the Jags. And then we play the Broncos in prime time. Whoa, on Thursday night. That's going to be the shittiest Thursday of my year. And then we play the freaking Cowboys. And Dak Prescott's been playing like an MVP caliber player. By the way, CeeDee Lamb's back. And then we play the Browns, who, hey, got a good defense at least. And then we play the Chargers, who Jim Harbaugh always spanks that freaking Pete Carroll ass every single time. And then we played the Denver Broncos with Bo Nix, who I said the Raiders should do everything in their power to trade up and draft for, but they didn't. Then we play Bo Nix. And then we play the Eagles. And then after we play the Eagles, after we play the freaking Eagles, oh, don't worry, we play the Houston Texans after that. And then after the Houston Texans, don't worry, it gets easier. We play the freaking studs, Jackson Dart, Cam Scattaboo, and the New York Giants. And then you cap it all off against the Kansas City Chiefs. I predict, after looking at this rough schedule, the Raiders will not win a single game for the rest of the year. That is my final prediction. There's no way we beat any of these teams. 2nd and 8, handoff, 3-yard gain. I mean, wow, that's actually a really tough schedule. Not their fault there. And shout out to Rebecca Diamond. There's always sunshine after darkness. Might not be next year or the year after, but the sunshine and rainbows will show up eventually. We have to be patient and enjoy laughing at our crap shows. I love this message, man. A little glimmer of hope and positivity in a moment of darkness, and the reality that at one moment in our lives, there will be a moment when things are looking up. I love the message, man. Shout out to Rebecca Diamond, guys. Give a shout out to her. I love the message. We've had some bright moments over the past few years, but unfortunately, after looking at that schedule, whoa, that is just a really tough schedule, not only for the Raiders, but that would be a tough schedule for the Chiefs. I mean, that's a tough schedule for anybody besides the Browns. But shout out to Rebecca Diamond. Hopefully and you know, because I really do believe we will lose 4 games or less this year. I think the Raiders will be able to draft whoever they think's the best quarterback in the draft. Maybe it could be Mendoza. That guy's been looking good with Indiana, right? So Raiders might be in a position to get their pick of QB1. Handoff for Pacheco on 3rd and 11. And now 4th down. Mendoza, dude. So he's like Cuban. You know how many Latino Raiders fans would go nuts to have a jersey that says Mendoza on the back of it? Maybe that's the secret plan all along. Could be. I think so. Everybody's just so pissed where they're just ripping into Rebecca Diamond, trying to just say, at some moment, the Raiders are going to win a game. At some moment, the Raiders are going to find a coach who's going to be here for some time. At some moment, the Raiders are going to find a QB who's going to be here for at least 5 years. At some moment, that will happen. You got certain organizations that haven't even sniffed the playoffs over the past 10 years. Actually, I'm trying to think. Maybe only the Jets. Oh, I'm begging for some tacos. Bring back Gruden and Carr, dude. I look. You know me, man. You know me, man. You guys know me. Where's my shit? Where's my shit at? Let me find my shit. Hold on. Jeez Louise. Commercial break now. Not like anybody gives a shit about the game, but commercial break in case you care. I don't know how we're supposed to care. One second. Let me see something real quick. Fuck it. Don't even care anymore. Don't even care anymore. I don't care if it's impossible anymore. Bring them back. Bring them back. Bring them back. Bring them back, baby. That's staying up the rest of the game. Bring them back. Bring them back. Don't even care if it's impossible. What do we have to lose? Bring them back. Bring them back. Bring them. Yeah, I like that better. Bring them back. Bring them back. So Raiders football, man. Let's see if we can get 3 points. 13 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Ball at the 9-yard line. Geno in the shotgun on a first down. Dropping back and throws and a completion to Trey Tucker for a first down. Bring him back. I think I didn't take a shower after getting a haircut yesterday, so I'm super itchy. You guys ever do that? Did I take a, yeah, I don't know. 1st and 10. I'm thinking I'm gonna start making documentaries again or something. I really don't even want to make videos about the current NFL. Okay, hand off. Hand off to Genty on 1st and 10 and a 4-yard gain and a flag on a 4-yard gain. I'm sorry, Kitty. My cat's running around scared. She knows I'm pissed off. Yeah, I think this is becoming a safe play. Hey, holding on the Raiders offense after a 4-yard gain. Go Chiefs. Oh, and Alex Kappa's in the game. Yeah, maybe that's going to give us a boost. Putting Alex Kappa in the game. Are you freaking kidding me? So, yeah, dude, this is how I know we're just letting loose, having fun, joking around. It's because the Raiders can still win it. We can still win it right now. Technically a 4-possession game if you make the 2-point conversions. It's 4-0, baby. It's 4-0, baby. 1st and 20 for Geno Smith at the 12-yard line. Geno throws deep in. Not able to track the ball. Dante Thornton incomplete. 2nd and 10. I think that was a decent throw by Geno. Hey, big story around the NFL. Justin Fields has been benched for Tyrod Taylor. So, hey, you guys want to know who's my favorite team that's not the Raiders, who I'm low-key rooting for? It's mainly not the team, but I'm rooting for Aaron Rodgers, bro. So many people talk shit on the guy, and I think he's playing great in his 40s. 2nd and 20. Geno throws a grounder, busted screenplay. Now it's 3rd and 20, incomplete. Minnesota's coming back. That's badass. We can do it. We can do it, eh? We can do it. Dude, Flacco played great, but Aaron Rodgers played great in that game. I think the defense of the Steelers kind of shit the bed in that matchup against the Bengals. 3rd and 20. And Geno throws it almost intercepted, incomplete on 3rd and 20. Too much pressure. Man, we just like never ever even had a shot to get off the ground. We just never even had a shot. It's crazy. And to think that we almost beat the Chiefs last year with Aiden O'Connell. And shout out to Kenneth. Appreciate you, Kenneth. Sending some love. And let me go ahead and move this little alert box over here. And the Raiders are punting 0-31, 4th and 20. The Raiders are punting. Go Chiefs. Go Chiefs, baby. Dude, we are down bad, bro. We are down bad. You know, yeah, exactly. Dude, I'm taking this shit off. Taking this shit off. I ain't wearing this shit. I am not wearing this shit. Drop the emojis on the screen to express how you feel. I want to know how you guys feel. Emojis are actually working right now. No technical difficulties, surprisingly. But I ain't wearing it. I still got my freaking I still got my Gru Corona bobblehead here. So what do you got? Yeah, Darren Waller's out, and I got 0 fantasy points with Darren Waller. He was killing it the past few weeks, though, dude. Like a touchdown almost every game. So what do you guys do whenever the Raiders are getting their ass whipped this bad? What do you guys like to do during the game? Just go on your phone. We got to eat. No, dude, I'm so triggered where like I want to trigger myself by just I want the Chiefs to further just dominate the Raiders right now, just so we fire everybody. Dude, I like literally, if I wasn't going live, I'd just literally like turn this off and watch reruns of Kill Tony or something. Like or maybe like the Caleb Hammer show. I like that show on YouTube too. Yeah, I want Minshew to whoop the Raiders' ass right now. That's what I want. So we can just fire everybody. Bring back 2016, exactly. Rant on X, exactly. But appreciate you, Kenneth. Yeah, dude, I need to go to an ICE facility and just get arrested just because I want to feel more pain. I want to go yell at an ICE facility. 1st and 10. And hand off to Smith. I can't even believe I'm doing play-by-play. 5 yards here. Bro, like not even a point. Like we can't get a point. That is crazy to me. That is crazy to me that we just don't even have a single point. Like not even the most diehard Chiefs fan thought that we would have 0 points. Not even the most diehard homer thinks the refs rig it against the Chiefs even. Like there's crazy Chiefs fan homers like that. Like not even those guys thought we would have 0 points. 0. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have started Genty on fantasy football. I need Gino to throw a pick. Because here's the thing with starting Genty on fantasy football. You at least expect like a garbage time red zone touchdown where I'll just take it after, Audrey. I'll just wait till after. You at least expect a garbage time red zone touchdown at the goal line or something, right? But we're not even going to get that. So, dude, I'm starting nobody Raiders on my fantasy football. Nobody. I'm glad I didn't draft Brock Bowers. Glad I didn't draft freaking Genty. I stayed away from that shit. I started Gino week 1 and I got a good amount of points. Handoff for the Chiefs on 3rd down. They get the first down to Smith, the rookie. I want to see Pete Biden crying at the podium. Mark just fired me. And Sputnik Richie Incognito. Richie will be the head coach, number 69. Number 69, Incognito, baby. Incognito. That's what I want to see. And dude, can we get the reporters? And look, dude, I'm down to be a reporter. If there's any publication, because I would actually be making less if I went and became a beat reporter. I think so, based on what I've seen. But I'm down to be a beat reporter just to ask questions, because I am so sick of us having the worst questions being asked at these press conferences. I will literally fly away from my home. I will take a loss, rent the hotel. Hopefully it's tax deductible. I will go out of my way just to ask good questions. So if you are hiring, looking for a reporter to cover the Raiders for a publication, hit me up. I actually filled out one application somewhere. I was really lazy about it, but I think I just sent a link to my YouTube channel and gave my name. But I'm down, because I don't want to see some bullshit questions being asked at this presser with Pete Carroll today. Oh, what went wrong? Or like, hey, like, how do you stay in it? And what are you looking forward to for the rest of the weeks? And grill his ass. Grill his ass like they used to grill Gruden at the presser all the time. Bro. And look, I will lose money, but I am down to lose money to ask questions at the presser. I don't care. I'm way too heated right now. So it's 3rd and 11. Gardner Minshew hands it off. Let me just see what these other people are saying. Cool Zay, bring back Carr, Gruden, draft Mendoza, JPJ at center, revamp the O-line, but we still have Carr haters. LMAO, love it. Look, dude, Carr is not perfect. I'll be the first one. Like, you know, I'm a big fan, but I'll be the first one to admit he's not perfect. But damn, man, I really thought the Raiders would find something at this point. Son of a bitch, but not even close. Nothing we have had since Carr could even sniff his jockstrap. His left nut has more offensive production than all QBs and coordinators combined and coaches we've had post-Carr. I mean, it is absolutely insane. I didn't even think it would be that bad. I actually think, all right, we'll find somebody who throws for 3,500, 4,000 yards, gets 20 touchdowns, maybe 10 picks, but we haven't even gotten that. We've just not even close. Not even close. Julio, shout out to you, man. Long time no see. Spy Tech isn't tied to Pete. I think that's why he wasn't aggressive in free agency. He's gone after this year. But what I don't like about that, Julio, is we gave Pete a 3-year contract. We gave Chip Kelly a 3-year contract. If I'm not mistaken, Patrick Graham got an extension as well. We're wasting money, and then I don't want to hear the whole oh, well, we're paying multiple coaches at once right now, and so that's why we can't spend big in free agency this year. Can't spend big here with the coaching staff. If Pete Carroll was going to be a one and done tank job coach, just like AP, we should have just kept AP another year. We should have just kept Pierce another year then. And I say this as somebody who was trash talking Antonio Pierce the most, because I thought the whole lowrider thing was corny, and I thought he just didn't have the experience. But if this is what it was going to be, you might as well have kept AP, bro. Might as well have kept AP as a bridge coach, and he had these guys freaking fighting a little bit more. Oh yeah, that's hella funny, Audrey. The bots aren't even coming to the freaking live stream anymore, dude. We don't even have bots. The bots that spam the stream are freaking dipped out, bro. Bro, you know what? Do I have anything? I'm so pissed off. Do I have anything red? Do I have anything red? This is the only red I got. This is the only red. This is the only red I got. But I'm gonna put some red on. I'm so pissed off. I'm putting some freaking. If we're gonna be freaking the biggest cucks of the NFL with Brady running the team, and we just get our ass whipped by the Chiefs, then you know what? Just screw it. Just screw it. I can't wear. I ain't wearing Raider gear today. Well, I got a Raider helmet in the background. No, I gotta freaking. I'm no. We ain't doing that. I gotta put this away. I gotta put this away. I can't. Huh? Hey, Kenny Pickett's in the game. 1st and 10. Kenny Pickett under center. Kenny Pickett, can he give a spark? And oh my God. Oh my God. And Kenny Pickett fumbles the football. Turnover on his first snap. This somehow keeps getting worse. Holy shit. Holy shit. We are the worst team in the entire. We're the worst team in the world. We are the worst team in the world. Not even in football. We are the worst team of any sport in the world, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Holy shit. Put in Cam Miller. Get these mother effers out the game. Bro. Bro. I got to have a talk with my dad, dude. I got to call my dad and be like, hey, yo, dad. I got to call my dad's name's Mike. I got to say, Mike, why did we become Raiders fans in the 70s? What the hell? What was going on? Well, the Raiders were good as hell in the 70s. Shit. Did we really think this would happen decades later? All right, so injured Isaiah Poulamau. You never want to see it. Oh, that's not good, man. Bro. So that sucks for Isaiah Poulamau because that guy actually made some good plays this year. And shout out to Julio again. The problem all the coaches the Raiders have hired have done a disservice to the organization by letting egos get in the way. Now I see that Rich B understood that it's about the players. I mean, it's so hard to like boil it all down to one thing, man. Really. But I would say that a commonality, I would say that McDaniels, Antonio Pierce didn't really make. I would say he's different than Pete Carroll and McDaniels. McDaniels and Pete Carroll pushed away guys I feel like who we thought were solid players. Antonio Pierce, on the other hand, I think he just got frustrated and threw people under the bus, with the business decisions pretty early in the season. But he didn't really push people away or like bench certain players who should have been starters, like I'm seeing Pete Carroll do, like I saw Josh McDaniels do. So I would say I would throw AP a little bone there, but I did not like the business decisions comment. Business decisions. I'm all like, I can't even speak right now. But yeah, I don't feel like he pushed people away as much. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you though. And shout out to Prado and Sons, man. The curse of DC4. DC4, man. The curse. We're still haunted. We are haunted still, bro. Bro, I don't know what we got to do. I honestly feel like there's nothing we could do. I'm at the point where I'm like, we got to do this. We got to get got to upgrade at this position. We got to upgrade here. We got to switch the quarterback, switch the coordinator. Usually we could locate something, hand off up the middle on 2nd and 7, Chiefs football. I mean, who cares about this game really? But I'm at the point where I'm kind of like, I'm definitely giving up on the year. And where we go forward from here, I don't think there's anything we could do. I don't know what we need to do. And I honestly feel like there's nothing we could do. as an organization to be a better team. I feel like there's nothing we could do. I feel like no matter what, anything that we ever attempt to do, and I know this is wrong, I know this is irrational, I know this is an overreaction, but how I feel right now is that there is nothing we could do to improve as a football team. Whatever we end up doing, it's going to backfire. It's going to not live up to expectations. That's just how it's been since 2022. It's just straight up how it's been for, at this point, almost 4 years. I mean, let me know in the chat. What do we do? What do we do? Gino was supposed to be an upgrade. Pete was supposed to be an upgrade. Jeremy Chin was an upgrade. The linebacker core, we got some veterans. We re-signed Malcolm Kuntz. Christian Wilkins ended up being creepy. Don't even get me started on Wilkins. And a handoff on the middle. Isn't that weird that, dude, you know the Christian Wilkins shit was bad when he has not been on a new team yet. And he's good. He's a good player. So what the heck? Why do we always have weird shit? We always have weird shit on this team. You got Christian Wilkins being zesty and horny in the locker room, allegedly, so I don't get sued? The fuck? I blame Goodell for destroying the Raiders. We could be in champions right now if Gruden never got witch hunted. I mean, look, preaching to the choir, but tell the fans, man. Tell the fans, man. We had the Chiefs scared out there in 2020, especially. And then 2021, the hit job happens after we go 3-0. Whoa. Coincidence? First and 10, and then Kenny Pickett in the game on 1st and 10, Raider football, and a completion to Jack Besh. 10-yard line. And shout out to Julio again. Sign Ohtani to play QB. He can do anything. I didn't catch the Dodgers game, but everybody was absolutely stoked off Ohtani on my social media, man. And hey, he's a star, but hey, this is my opinion. This is an allegation. I don't have any proof. I don't think it was just his little trainer who was making parlay bets. I find it all far-fetched that the trainer gets blamed. Dylan Lobby with the football on 2nd and 3, no gain. Shout out to Jay Cruz. Need to stop with these half-ass rebuilds. Dude, that's my issue too. Either go full rebuild and tank it, which I thought we were doing last year with AP, or go all in. I want to see you spend all of the cap money. Spend all of the cap money. Quit trying to have this cap roll over and not doing shit with it. So, yeah, I think we need to go all in and tank it. Kind of like how the Bengals tanked it for 2 years. Then they got Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. They got lucky because of an injury, but you know what I mean. 3rd and 3, and Dylan Lobby in the backfield. Whoa, man. And shout out to Richard Columbus. Willie, you're on fire. Love it. Best live show since Drunk Audrey episode. Drunk Audrey episode is when we got Brock Bowers instead of a QB, and we were super pissed off because I was just like praying to God that the Raiders just trade up one spot to grab Bo Nix, because that year I had just moved to Oregon and I watched every Bo Nix game and I thought the guy was amazing. So I was just like praying to God that we freaking draft Bo Nix, and it didn't happen. I was like, bust out the wine. Fuck the season. Glad we got Brock Bowers, but still, dude, could really use a franchise quarterback on a rookie contract right now. Woo! Dude, how many QBs have we been through, bro? Like, oh yeah, Audrey was like, you are definitely taking that episode down. I do not give a shit. And I was like, you got to listen to the wife, man. Oh yeah, we went out later and grabbed food, but then we drank more. Well, because I think we only had sake, and so we're like, we're not that crazy. Yeah, that's bad. I'm glad that I've cut back on drinking and stuff like that. But QB since Carr? Let's count it. QB since Carr. Jimmy G, Aiden O'Connell, Desmond Ridder, Gardner Minshew. Who else do we have? Geno Smith, Kenny Pickett, And anybody else? Am I missing somebody? All right, let me get these other chats up. Appreciate you, Rich, man. Love seeing people who've been around the chat for a while still hanging out, even though it's a shit show right now. And by the way, guys, get the likes up. I always forget to ask for likes because I'm not trying to simp for likes and hoe out for likes. But you know what? I'm shaking my ass for likes right now. Like the stream, support us in the algorithm. Bring back car. I mean, yeah. What do you guys think, dude? You know what? That's the new poll. That's the new poll. Bring back Cara Gruden. I mean, literally, it's just so hard for us to not think of that because of how it went out. Like, if they would have gone out where it's like Gruden and Carr, you know, go back down to 6 wins, they sucked, and then they just got fired. That's different. You know what I mean? That then we would like all be moved on and not even be talking about them anymore. But because they went out the way they went out, it's hard to not always be like, fuck, man. Like, what if that shit never happened? It's really hard to not think about that. I mean, because it gets old. Trust me. I like, as one of the biggest fans, I think it gets old talking about it, but it's hard to not think about it. So shout out to Major Raider. Tired of the same shit over and over again. It's like missionary over and over and overreach again. Wait, it's like missionary. Are we talking about the mission position or are we talking about churches missionaries? What would it mean here, Major Raider? But shout out to Major Raider saying what a lot of us are feeling here. Pissed off about this. And look, and now we got Chiefs fans in the chat stunting on us. You know what? I can't believe I'm saying this. I can't believe I'm saying this right now. And I'm shocked. And I'm absolutely shocked that I'm saying this. I can't believe I'm about to say this right now. Bring back Josh McDaniels instead of this. Bring back freaking Josh McDaniels instead of this shit. I can't believe I'm saying this. But bring back freaking genius Josh McDaniels instead of this, with the freaking gel tips and the visor with the upside down Raiders logo. I cannot believe I'm saying this shit. But I really think because you know he got 6 wins. Josh McDaniels would at least get 20 points a game. Remember, he would never go over 20 points a game, but he would at least get to 20. That's a lot better than 0. That is a lot better than 0, bro. I cannot believe I'm saying this shit. Bring back McDumbass. I think that would have be an upgrade over this shit. I cannot believe it. Bro. Yo, Kingdom. Queef's Kingdom, baby. Kneeling it out. Victory formation, Kansas City. Put the Raiders out of their fucking misery. Bro, I've lost it. I've completely lost it today. I'm going berserk. I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep tonight. I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep. Bro. So, what are some good head coaching candidates? Because, you know, Brady's never going to hire Gruden. So, outside of Gruden, who's some good head coaching candidates for next year you guys think would be interesting? Cliff Kingsbury, offensive coordinator, Commanders. He's looking for a second shot after the Cardinals. That could be interesting. I would like an offensive-minded head coach. You know what I mean? Good coordinator. Who's another guy that's been doing good at OC this year? Yo, I will take Dion. I will freaking take Deion Sanders. I will take him over this for sure. Dion, let me get my boy Dion. Come on, man, we gonna get you do over here, Dion. Get his ass, bro. I'll take it. I will take it. Brady, dude, Hugh Jackson, man, he should have never gotten fired in after 2011. I'm going crazy, bro. I don't care. I want Josh McDaniels or freaking Deion Sanders at this point. I'll take Antonio Pierce. I'll take Antonio Pierce too. I'll take them all, bro. I'll take them all. Yeah, Crosby getting hurt really, and honestly, dude, though, like I understand Crosby got hurt and we don't have Brock Bowers, but I don't want to hear at the press conference us talking about how like, oh, you know, it's because we didn't have Crosby. That's why we got 0 points in this game. Bro. All right. We got to lighten up a little bit though. We got to lighten up. Chiefs get the dub, baby. Chiefs get the dub, baby. Go Andy Reid. Yeah, that's a good thing. So last time the Raiders had no score was when we lost 3-0 against the Vikings. Remember the 3-0 L against the Vikings? That was the last time we had no freaking score, bro. Against the Vikings. I forgot about that. Hell yeah, that's so funny. 2023 in December under AP. But AP was the interim, so, you know. Woo! And they're interviewing Mahomes. Mahomes! He's such a hottie. Mahomes! Yay! He won it. And him and Brittany have such a great marriage. I love them. And they support Trump. Yay. That's the best shit. That's the best shit they have going for him is that Brittany was not afraid to at least speak her mind, even if you don't agree with it. But hey, I love their marriage. Great marriage. Hey, you know what? Bring back Jackson Mahomes. Why are they hiding my homie? They're doing my dog Jackson Mahomes dirty. And they're hiding my dog Jackson Mahomes. Bring him back, bro. Don't be putting Jackson Mahomes in the shadows. Bring my dog Jackson back. I love Jackson. He and those sexy TikToks. Oh man. Dude, it's so funny that Chiefs fans are trying to come here and like in the chat and say that our team's bad. Oh, whoa, groundbreaking. The Raiders are bad. You think that's a shocker to all of us and is actually going to offend us at this point? Yes, we believe we are a shitty team. It is not shocking. It is not interesting to even say. It is a waste of breath. You're not really hurting anybody's feelings because the fan base of the Raiders is right with you and they want drastic change and they want, if anything, they probably, I would say 70% of it Raiders fans want these guys back. The other 30% just want anything new, but not these guys back. That's what I would say. So what did Mahomes say? Did he say anything funny after the game? Yeah, dude, I don't even know. What the hell is going on, man? Andy Reid is such a nice guy. Never wants to run the score up. I'm trying to see, man. What's is there any? I want to see if there's like a little Twitter update of somebody getting fired. Hey, the Raiders can still make the wild card. 2-5 record. What's our record's 2-5 now, right? We could still make the playoffs. Dude, Genty only ran the ball 6 times. What were we doing, bro? What is the plan? And you know what? We can still go to the Super Bowl, baby. Yay! All right, so what else are we saying? All right, so I'm interested to see what happens at the press conference. Yeah, yo, yeah, my brother just texted me. Shout out to the Dallas Cowboys. Fuck the Raiders. Yes, fuck the Raiders. Go Cowboys. I'm saying go Cowboys, baby. They're playing the freaking Chiefs on Thanksgiving. I think they got a shot to beat the Chiefs on Thanksgiving. I'll be rooting my freaking asshole off for that game. Freaking go Dallas. Let's go Dak. He's rocking 4. He's rocking 4. Let's go Dak. Bro, that was hard. How did we even survive that, dude? That felt like a hurricane that we just came out of. I'm like, I kind of like blacked out, and now I'm kind of back to life. Dude, something has to change. We got a bye week or so right now, dude. Like, they can't just, they cannot, there is no way. There is no way. And maybe they just don't give a fuck, but there's no way the Raiders could go into week 9 and have the same lineup on the depth chart and the same coaching staff, whether it be coordinators, something like. There's no way we can do this, dude. How much did we pay Chip Kelly? He's the highest paid coordinator. Wow, man. Tomahawk chop. I almost did it, dude. Whoa, did Tua get benched? So Dolphins versus Bears, what happened? Oh, wow. Dolphins versus Browns. The Dolphins got their ass whooped. Minnesota down by 3. Jets are still in the game with Tyrod Taylor. Saints getting their ass whooped. Only by 2 possessions, though. Not that bad. I mean, honestly, see, the reason why I hate this is because I can't talk shit on any team now. Now that we are the worst team in the NFL, I can't talk shit on any team. Oh, man. Waller's out. Let's trade for Flacco. Dude. Bro, I don't know what to do. Is anybody getting fired? I'm trying to look up to see if anybody's getting like fired or anything. Or ooh, Rattler got intercepted 3 times today. Hey, at least Gino didn't throw a pick. Gino didn't throw a pick, guys. That means that we're good to go because Gino didn't throw a pick. That's something to celebrate. No pick by Gino. No pick by Gino, baby. Bro. Yeah, we're just literally on fired watch right now. All right, I think I'm gonna start winding down though and peace out and rest my voice. I'm gonna make a video though for I'll make a video for this game, and then I'm gonna start making more videos about other teams. Because I made the Lions versus Chiefs video last week and it did really well. So I'm going to start making more videos for other teams because we freaking... What more do we got to talk... Do you really want me to talk about the Raiders right now? I mean, what more is there to talk about? So we'll freaking dig the Raiders' grave with this post game. And we'll obviously make a video after most of the games for the rest of the year. But I'm going to try to drop some more vids about some of these other teams, other drama happening in the NFL and other storylines. And then hopefully something changes, man. But it just goes back to what I said earlier. My biggest issue is it's not even that we're bad. I don't even care that we're a bad team. We're becoming boring. Like I'm becoming bored watching these L's. That's my biggest concern. At least Kenny Pickett fumbling brought some quality entertainment because we thought we'd get a spark there. But then that was boring as hell too. Yeah, maybe I should start a cat YouTube channel. Dude, I might need to start another
I'm gonna make more NFL shit, but I might start making documentaries or do. I don't really want to talk about the current NFL right now. So shout out to everybody who, sent some love and was able to donate to the stream. Shout out to Tedver Von Patriot, obviously. Super awesome you getting us started. Rebecca Diamond. Shout out to Julio Alman, man, long time no see. And shout out to Rich for Columbus, man. Some of the people sending some love. And obviously Tedford's sending a lot too at the most in the stream. And we got a bye week. I'll try to do another live for another game just so we could keep in touch, man. But definitely going to be live for that Jags versus Raiders game. I'll be live for that, even though I'm definitely going to be starting Trevor Lawrence in fantasy football that week. I'll tell you that. Peace out, guys. I'm going to head out, though, and then I'll be dropping a video tonight or tomorrow morning on this shithole game. Peace.